What up? Welcome to episode 222 of True to Size.
What a natural. So easy.
I worked hard on that.
So easy. Practice for 45 minutes today.
Where's Sean Collard when you need him?
Yeah, for real. This should have been the Sean Collard episode. This episode is dedicated to Sean Collard.
I'm a fill-in guest no one wanted.
Yeah, Sean Collard was busy today, so we have someone else instead. What's going on, everyone, and welcome to True to Size. We are a weekly podcast centered around the wild world of sneakers. I will be your host today. My name is Lawrence Hopkins. I am joined by the rest of the quarantine at Canada Got Soul, Mr. Joel Hernandez.
Hey, yo.
Mr. Alvin Martinez.
What up?
And so we took 2 weeks off, and we had a guest 2 weeks ago. So I'm excited because now I get to do a little fancy intro for this week's guest.
Okay.
He hails from Serbia, but found his way to Van City. He may talk a lot, but he gets away with it because he's pretty.
Pretty.
Oh, we rapping now.
The co-founder of a sneaker company, not one time, but two. DP, welcome to the podcast from CGS to you.
Damn, that is definitely the most impressive thing you've done in 2 years at working at the company. That was amazing.
I didn't want to peak too early.
I didn't know you had this in you. Now I'm disappointed you've been holding back from us this whole time.
We can renegotiate my contract after.
No, your next work performance review is going to get a lot harder.
Next time I'm in a meeting with DP and there's other people there, they show them what you can do. Show them.
I didn't know you could rap and rhyme. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, rhyming too with you. I know it's really high level stuff out here.
It's like Damian Lillard with his Tomorrow and Tomorrow.
Yes,
right?
exactly the same thing. Great callback there. Yeah. For anybody unfamiliar, DP is co-founder both of Kicks Deals and of SoleSavy, which is where I work. This is not an ad. This is not sponsored. DP just hanging out with us. But yeah, we're excited to have him. He's going to run through everything with us. We've got a fantastic show for you guys this week. We took 2 weeks off, but we're back, and DP is going to help us bring it in. It's Air Max month, which kind of snuck up on me this year. So we're going to have some Air Max themed questions, of course, because big Air Max guys on the podcast. There's no real sneaker news to cover this week, but that's fine because it just means more time to hang out and talk with our guest. DP is going to give us the full rundown, what drove him to start SoleSavy, where the vision is going forward, coolest moment so far, what he's excited for next, blah, 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 blah. But first, Joel.
Fire round.
Yes, that's right. The fire round. We like to start every episode with a quick hitting question from you, our listeners. And this week's question comes from, didn't want to dig one up, so I came up with one myself. It comes from me. And of course, it's Air Max month, so we need to start with an Air Max themed question. So I want to know from the crowd here, favorite Air Max sneaker in your collection, and what's one Air Max you would love to add to your collection? And this can be like pie in the sky. This can be anything. Go nuts with it. We'll start with Alvin because I want to give him the hardest one first. I'm sure it's not going to be easy. Alvin, go for it.
My Atmos Air Max ones. I'm not gonna say which one. I'm gonna cheat because there's at least two. I want to add to my collection, bro. I can't remember the name right now. The corduroy pair.
Oh,
the
Pata.
Yes,
cords. Yeah.
Ooh.
Pata cords with the purps and the greens and the blues and the sexiness.
Yes. Ooh. That's a fantastic choice there. Joel, your answer.
All right. So I'm just gonna keep it simple. My favorite pair is the 2017 anniversary. I'm gonna say the OG blues.
Oh, blue, really?
Ooh, yeah, a little different. I know. I think. But the other pair that I really want, other than the big bubbles, is the Amsterdams. Like if I can,
stole my answer.
Amsterdams. But yeah,
that was gonna be my answer for sure. Favorite one in my collection. I feel like I flip-flop on this a lot, but I just wore them today, and I think that they might be my favorite. Would be the Air Max 1 Susans. Just absolutely fucking love that shoe.
Great.
Yes.
Criminally underrated, and I just think they're so good.
Yeah.
One to add to my collection was gonna be Amsterdam's, but in the interest of not being the same as Joel, I'm gonna go with the Warhawk Air Max 90. I think they've always been so cool. I think they got robbed in the vote back campaign from whatever year that was. I mean, I know that the Atmos Air Max 1 was the winner, so it's kind of hard to complain, but yeah, I think Warhawks got robbed that year. DP, what about you?
I have to go with my friends and family Air Max 1 Para. I got them right behind me. You guys can see them. I got very, I don't know anyone there. I'm not a friend or a family member. I'm just a degenerate sneakerhead who spent $1,000 on them. But I love them immensely, and I think they're so cool, and they're a work of art, in my opinion.
So good.
Yes.
So I love those a lot.
Have you worn them?
I have a couple times. I actually got them used. I think someone was just dumping them on.
That's good though, man.
Said websites because they didn't care. So I I got that notification.
Yeah.
Usually they're annoying. It's like that thing you wanted is available, and I'm like,
that's a different thing.
Yeah.
When a friends and family pair shows up, you pay attention, right? So I jumped on it and I grabbed them a couple years back. And then the shoe I want to add to my collection is unfortunately getting a little old, so I'm scared to buy it. But the Air Max 1 112. Those are beautiful. I love them.
You're talking to two guys who own them.
Yeah, and I remember there's a couple years back I thought about buying them and I didn't pull the trigger, and that was kind of like the last pair I saw that was worth investing in from an old sneaker perspective. But if they retroed those, I would buy those in a heartbeat.
Yeah, agreed. Joel, Alvin, your guys' pairs are wearable still, no?
Oh yeah, mine's still good.
That's a pair that's also on my list that I would. They're just too expensive now.
It's tempting, but when I see that foggy airbag, I'm like,
See, now I hate when we have Air Max month is always the worst because it just makes me. I always buy an Air Max during Air Max month. It's awful. And it's one of the most expensive. Anyway,
I went Air Max 180 shopping on the internet the other day, and I had to stop. I'm like, what are you doing?
Rabbit hole. Rabbit hole.
Like, you just don't need to do that. There's no reason to start looking for 180s. The retro, so just relax.
Which ones though? Which ones?
I just started looking at them all. I'm like, I love it.
No, you got no.
There's such a good silhouette.
There's a rabbit hole, bro. There's too many good ones, man.
I know. It's dangerous. Anyways, I digress.
Probably the most underrated Air Max silhouette. I think
That's true, man. Yeah.
Air Max 180. Yeah. Easily. So unloved. If you'd like to submit a question for the fire and have us answered on the pod, please shoot us a message on Instagram or email us at canadagotsole@gmail.com. Next up, the CGS picks. Each week, we all pick an upcoming sneaker to analyze, dissect, and give our thoughts on. Then we decide if it's poop, scoop, whoop-de-whoop, or Alvin's trademark phrase.
Super cute.
Oh, I like that little European flair there. Yeah, I'm gonna go first because, like, as I mentioned to you guys earlier, like, you guys were sending me your picks and I was like, cool. And I was like shocked that no one picked this because I feel like it's just like owns the internet all week and I'm so excited for them. The Air Jordan 4 SB coming out later this month. I think it's March 20th, which is strange that they put it in Air Max month. You'd think they would let it have its own shot in a different month, but man, these are so, I like wanted to not like them. It's one of those shoes where like, I wish I didn't like them. And I'm trying not to want them, and I just cannot stop myself. The quality looks great. It's like military blue color blocking, but it's green, like forest green instead. I don't know where the inspiration for the colorway even came from, but don't really care. I'm sure we'll get a
New Balance 550.
Yeah, honestly. Well, that ruined it for me. Thank you.
Or the 580 that just came out.
Yeah. Well, now I don't need the shoe anymore. Yeah, suede on the toe box, like it looks like a reinforced material. So when I will be kick flipping my way around the streets, you won't see any damage on them. Supposed to have like reinforced materials on the wings, the mesh, just like extra structure for skating. But the real selling point for me was as soon as I saw the heel tab with the Nike SB branding instead of Nike Air, I was like, well, take my money, do what you will with my pocketbook. These are great. They're fantastic. And I will have to try for them, which I didn't want to do. I was like, they're a whoop-de-whoop. They did a really good job. And again, I'm annoyed at it, like frustrated, which is a good problem to have, but whatever. Alvin, your pick this week.
I picked a Air Jordan 1 Low OG, the UNC football team's PE.
This felt like cheating, by the way.
Yeah.
It is cheating.
It is.
And this, I'll tell you guys right now, this is a whoop-de-whoop, but only because I know I'm not going to get it because I'm not a football player at North Carolina.
DP, you got any friends or family over there? Or
no?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
These are gorgeous though, man. Like it's got the Carolina blue color like all over it, mixed with white, and it's got a mini swoosh, a navy mini swoosh.
So good.
And then the big swoosh, it looks like, I don't know if they're trying to put like the football texture on it, or it just looks wet to me. It looks like super wet.
Yeah, it's wet.
I like, depending on the picture, it looks like the football like leather. But also in other pictures, it just looks like droplets of water. Yeah. Which either way, whichever way it comes, or however way it comes, or however way you see it, it doesn't matter. It's dope as fuck. It doesn't matter. And then the details on the inside, like the liner, the insole has the UNC logo on it, and the gum outsole, you can't really argue with that. Like they killed it, and it's really simple. It's definitely like a North Carolina sneaker, but you put it on an Air Jordan 1 Low OG, and then you put the mini swoosh, and it's a wrap for me. Like if I could purchase these, I would. These are a whoop-de-whoop, but you know,
I just don't
maybe
understand.
One day.
Like the first thing I thought of when I saw this shoe was like, these are the things they're capable of with these like GR-ish silhouettes, and they never release them to the public. Like, what is going? Like these would fly. They could make 1 million pairs. They would fly. But they're just
all right. Slow down, fake Instagram news account.
Okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like they could make a ton of pairs, and these would sell out. Like these are so, even if they weren't UNC branded, the mini swoosh would sell the whole shoe. For everybody. Facts. And it's like we just don't get this stuff. They keep giving us that padded, like one fat low that they keep dropping for whatever reason. Ugh. These are sick.
Fat low.
Can't wait till Alvin picks these up. Yeah. It's not too late to get drafted, bro. You could get. You never know.
You could do it. Yeah, you could do it.
No time like now. Joel, your pick this week.
All right, so my pick is the Air Force One 50 years of hip hop low. Ooh. Yeah, these they really did these really well. You got the Nike 50 years of hip hop branding on the tongue. It's got the white upper, white pebble leather upper. You have like a sort of like an overspray spray paint finish on the swoosh and on the heel tab. You got the aged patina midsole with the gray soles. And you got like, on the bottom of the Air Force Ones, it's got like those pivot points, like where the ball, your heel, and then like the ball of your foot kind of thing. They got like two different colors going on there. You got like a gum and like a sort of like a grayish, kind of a light grayish color on there. And there's also like a little tiny mini mic that comes on the hang tag. Just to symbolize, the great 50 years of hip hop. Branding also as well on the insole sock liner. But these are really dope. I would have loved it if they kept like the Nike Air OG font on the heel. Like, you know what I mean? It says Nike Air instead of like a swoosh. That would have been a banger for me. But nevertheless, these are really dope. The whole symbolic thing of it, like, just growing up on hip hop and whatever. These are like a whoop-de-whoop for me. If I can.
Whole lot of whoop-de-whoops this week. We came strong with the whoop-de-whoops. These are fire. I really like these. All right, round us out. DP, your pick this week.
The Spider-Verse Spider-Man Air Jordan 1s coming out later this year. Across the Spider-Verse, I think when these leaked, I guess they're still leaked. We haven't really seen official photos. They look weird, and there's a lot of different things going on here in materials and fabrics, and one could say molded suede. I'm really not sure what I'm looking at. I think by the time I see this movie and I understand better the design elements on this shoe, I'm already very interested because I think they look cool and unique. But once I really understand, I think I'm gonna be falling all over them. I'm kind of hoping people hate them, so they're not. too hard to get.
Same.
And also hoping maybe Jordan Brand learned a lesson from last time. Because I definitely want these. They're super cool. A lot of details. And again, I don't even know what to say about these because
they're everything.
I don't understand them at all. But obviously, Chicago color blocking. It looks like it's got maybe a shiny or patent. Yeah, around the heel, the upper collar. I don't know what that is.
I think the collar is patent. Yeah,
patent looks like patent. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely does. But overall, very, very interesting shoe. I think it's going to be unique. And when we come to, white and black and red Jordan 1 color blocking, if I'm going to add another one of these to my collection, it's got to have a really good reason. I feel like this is going to be it. So I'm excited to see what this officially looks like and what the actual story is behind it. Because it looks dope.
These are 100% one of those shoes that because when they hit the internet, everyone was like, God, those are awful, worst shoe ever, blah, blah, blah. This is the one, as soon as the good official pictures come out, they show you the special box that's obviously going to come with it. They watch the movie. Can't wait for they're growing on me. That's going to be like everybody. They've kind of grown on me with white laces. Okay.
Yeah. You mean the roller coaster of emotions people are going through with the Tiffany Air Force Ones?
Yes.
Oh, they're super limited. I don't need them. They suck. Oh, wait, I can get them. Maybe I do like them. Oh, yeah. Don't want them. It's just like no one can decide what they actually like because hype is a hell of a sneaker drug.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Hype and clout, baby. That's why we're here. As mentioned, no real sneaker news this week, so we're going to jump right along into Previously in Kicks. This is the part of the show where we review our latest pickups and recap the latest happenings in our sneaker lives. Actually, no, DP had a very eventful sneaker life last week, so he can definitely break that down for us because I'd be interested to know.
You have to remind me what
about
happened.
Your trip. I'll go first because I'm actually really excited about this. First of all, this was last week or 2 weeks ago, but we didn't record. I picked up the triple white Supreme box logo t-shirt. Don't really know why, other than just because it's a box logo from Supreme. You can barely see the box logo on the white and white, but doesn't matter. Moving on. And I also picked up the White Cement 3 Reimagined. I was able to actually facilitate a trade in SoleSavy, which was fantastic.
Oh man.
Nice. So I'm very, very excited for those. That was the shoe I was looking forward to this year. And I'm incredibly pumped. I feel like DP is about to flex on me with them because he just reached down to the ground.
Took him off his fit.
He's wearing them. He's wearing them.
Might have got him like a month or two ago.
Give me like the 30-second DP Sean Go unboxing there.
Oh boy, I cannot do that. I quit. Yeah.
Fair enough. They're good though. They're worth the hype.
Oh, you haven't seen them yet?
Not in person. No, I haven't picked them up.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. No. I mean, look, if as long as slightly aged soles and heel counters don't bother
Looks
you.
Great.
It's runs a little long from my personal wear tests in comparison to my black cements. But overall, they're beautiful. They're great, and I have no complaints. I'm excited to wear these, and the whole presentation was maybe not as good as the Lost and Founds, but still nice to see the vintage touch and different.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm very pumped. Since DP is already talking, anything else? Any other recent pickups and mention of your trip last week would actually be very interesting because I love hearing about that kind of stuff. Sneaker wise.
Yeah, I went to London a week ago. We're getting ready to launch SoleSavy in the UK, so I wanted to see what the local scene was like, what the people are like, take some meetings, meet some stores, meet some staff, and just be a local sneakerhead. So here I go saying bruv and trainer and crep. Get that out of my system so I don't have to do it again. But no, it was super cool, super inspiring. I think they got an amazing sneaker culture over there. It's interesting how much stuff was obviously sitting that is not sitting here, and just the overall diversity in product and selection. Obviously, we're getting there. I think more people are buying different brands here, but over there especially. Yeah, they've been doing it for a while now. So to walk into Size in London, obviously Size in Toronto has opened up, so we're seeing some of that differentiation in style and product that they carry. But overall, super cool. Great country, great trip. Learned a lot. Went to Offspring. If you guys haven't heard, Offspring really likes putting it to resellers.
Yeah.
So they do some interesting things, and it was a great trip.
Yeah,
I did buy. I don't have them here.
Oh.
I did buy the New Balance 610, that new model in like a black and sail colorway, 100 quid.
Look at this guy.
Look at me go. Look at me go. And then I came home and bought the almost entire Dornbecker collection. I'm short the Foamposite right now from this year.
Nice.
Dang.
I went pretty hard because I was at the event in November, seeing all the kids talk about their shoes in person, and it was just absolutely like a tearjerker. So
that's awesome.
I couldn't help but come back and pick everything up and support, mostly as a donation to charity ultimately, and add them to my collection. So I'm short the Foamposite, but I'm going to get there.
Do you have a favorite from this year's collection?
Man, the Vomero is very, very good.
So good.
Yeah.
It's insanely good. The details, the colorways, the patches. It comes with so many patches and so many laces. You can do so many different things with the shoe. The Foamposite, it glows in the dark. It changes color.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Actually, sorry. The Foamposite doesn't glow in the dark, but it does change color.
Change color, yeah.
And then
dope.
That's cool.
Riddy's Jordan 1 Low is super cool.
So good.
Yeah.
So good, bro.
And I might have to, there's going to be some double ups involved. I just love the Dornbecker collection. It's the best storytelling in the industry. And to tie it back to London, no one in London knew what the Dornbecker collection was. I had no idea.
They didn't even know.
No, never heard of it.
Really?
No idea.
Wow.
I know, I was super confused and disappointed, but then I'm like, well, they only sell it in the US, so obviously Canadians hear about it, but if they don't sell something in your country and no one talks about it in your country, and this is sneakerheads and staff that work in stores.
That's crazy.
No idea. Never heard of it. They was like, "Oh, is that German?" I'm like, Portland.
Dornbecker.
But close.
Honestly, it makes sense though, because usually the big ticket items from the Dornbecker collection are Jordans, and I know they're not even that into Jordans over there. So a Dornbecker Jordan 5 does not move the needle for them, so they wouldn't even pay attention if they did see one. So it makes sense.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Alvin, pickups in the last couple weeks.
I got a pair of Crocs.
Damn.
The Staple X Croc collab, I guess. The black ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it, because they were cheap. The homie Glenn hooked it up, aka Gleezus Feeds Us, because initially I had purchased them from Size, but apparently they never sent them. So they just I don't know what happened. I waited 5 weeks, and then finally they just refunded me. I'm like, all right, cool, thanks for answering all my fucking emails, but it's okay, it's fine. They refunded me, it's fine. And then
you sound completely over it, so it's all good.
Whatever. Honestly, I expected more in terms of customer service. Just because of how big they are already.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just when you try to call the number that's on their website, it's not even a real number. And then when you try to email them, you just get oh, sorry, we're really backed up. And I'm just okay.
Wow.
Because you guys are so busy in your stores right now, but all right. I'm sorry. I still like Size. They have great shipping, but it's just that one experience kind of fucked my shit up. But anyway, I bought those from the homie. He gave me the same price as I got them from Size, so shout out to Glenn for sure. And then the family over at Quality hit me up, and they are going to send us their Spring Summer Volume 1 collection. We don't know what we're getting yet, but from what I've seen in their collection, it's pretty ridiculous. They got some flannel jackets. They have some dope pants that are coming out that are right up our alley. So if you guys want to check it out, definitely use CGS20 on quality.com, and it will get you a discount. But yeah, check out their stuff. We'll be talking about it in the next few weeks, just because I know the shipment's coming soon. And I'm pretty amped about it.
Fire. Yeah, there's no wrong answers with Quality, so it doesn't matter what they send. I'm good. It's going to be good. Joel, any pickups in the last 2 weeks for yourself?
Today, Puma Hoops, Puma Canada sent over the Stewie ones.
Oh, sick.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, what do you call that? The Brianna Stewart. It's sort of like a white sandy color upper, and then you got like flakes on it. So it's like a sort of like a speckled kind of thing. It's supposed to resemble like the mountainous regions of like Washington State, like like geographical markers kind of thing. It's pretty dope, man, and it's got the gum bottom on them. So that was like it's a clean shoe, really really clean shoe. So yeah, they sent that over, and I finally got a stroller.
Oh,
Like
shit.
DP. I'm expecting. So yeah, I finally got a stroller, a travel system. So that came in the other day. Yeah, that's a cop right there. Because like, man, shit prices are crazy for them, man. Yeah.
Oh, bro, you don't even know. It's
a little
crazy.
different nowadays, Joel.
Different now.
You've been out the game for a while with the strollers.
Bro, that's just the start.
Yeah, crazy, right? Yeah, like the last time I bought a stroller was like 14 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? And then I gotta go buy it. Like now they got travel systems now.
They got attachments, bro.
Yeah,
they got everything.
Like, I'm like, holy, I have to buy this and this and this. Like, holy crap, it's crazy. But yeah, that came in the other day. So that's like a big pickup right there.
That sounds like something an airline would sell me, a travel system.
Yeah,
like, that's terrifying sounding.
Yeah. Crazy.
Travel system. Yeah, you guys can talk about strollers all you want. I'll bow to the conversation. You three are good to go. Moving on to thumbs up, thumbs down. We haven't done one in a couple of weeks. In this part of the show, we give our opinion on various sneaker-related topics with zero context or discussion. All we're allowed to say is thumbs up or thumbs down. This week. So there's a rumor, I'm going to quote again, there's a rumor that Adidas might be bringing back Kanye to sell the remainder of the Yeezy inventory. Thumbs up, thumbs down to that. Alvin?
Down.
Joel?
Up.
I'm a thumbs down. DP?
I'm a thumbs down as well.
Okay. I thought that might be a unanimous one. I'm kind of shocked. Anyways. Moving on to over under. In this segment, Las Vegas gives us a gambling line, and we need to decide if we are under or over that line. Number of times you're going to wear Air Maxes this month. Over under 13.5.
Oh, shoot.
So not every day. I don't think any of us leave the house every day of the week. That's about just under half. And today's the second. I'll go first here. I did wear Air Maxes today, so I guess technically I'm already one deep. I feel like near the end of the month, like around Air Max Day, I usually get like really into it, like really invested in it. So I'll probably be over, but like I'm gonna hit it probably on like the last day of the month. Like I'm not gonna like it's gonna be really close. I think that it's just gonna like be a slow build in terms of wears throughout the entire month. I'm not gonna hit it like in the first 20 days kind of thing. Alvin, over under 13.5.
I'll definitely hit 13.5.
Yeah,
like the half.
Oh, you're gonna hit the half.
Sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
You're on.
I won't do 14. I'll do 13.5. But for sure, maybe over a little bit.
Sure, maybe.
Yeah.
Like just a half over. So instead of 13.5, I'll do 14.
You'll be 14. Yeah, that's 50% of the days ish. Yeah, it's close. It's a good line. It's close. Joel, over under. I know you like to go hard Air Max month, so
yeah. But I'm lazy now, man.
Facts.
So I'm gonna build it up to 13. I'm just gonna stop right there because I'm gonna be gonna be that ass to keep it,
just on purpose. Yeah,
yeah.
13. TP, are you gonna be over under 13.5 this month?
That's easy for me. Under. I don't leave the house enough to put shoes on. So the only stuff I can wear on the office is stuff that's DS, and I don't have a lot of DS Air Max left.
I feel you.
Under for me. Under. But only because I live in the boonies and I don't do anything but work. So
yeah, that's the main thing. None of us go anywhere.
Yeah,
substantial.
We're all lying to ourselves.
Well, I'll keep my tentative over, but I'm sure it's going to be 3 pairs for the entire month. Next up, NSR, not sneaker related. We talk about sneakers a lot, so in this weekly segment, we're going to take 30 seconds out of the show to discuss something completely irrelevant from the world of sneakers. And this one is inspired by because I got a haircut today. Would you rather never be able to get a haircut again, or have your hair grow so fast you need to get a haircut every couple days. Have to get a haircut every couple days.
My god!
Like it's that long that it's like every couple days you need to go get a haircut, or you can never cut it again.
That's easy, bro.
Okay, go ahead, Alvin. Tell me your.
I'm never cutting it again.
Really? So
you know how much money you're gonna? How much do you spend on a haircut?
You could cut your own hair.
No. I don't trust myself to do that. My hair's already long anyway. I only go to the barber to get a fade. But nah, bro. For it to grow that fast, that's annoying as fuck, dude.
But think about when you're like
that's like shaving, and I stopped shaving.
When you're like 75 and it's like spotty, and you just have like really fucking long, like spotty baldness, like that sounds unattractive.
Lawrence,
but that's why you wear hats.
Too aggressive. Once a week, 4 times a month, 52 times a year. Do you change your mind?
Yeah, Alvin, do you change your mind once a week?
Sorry, once a week.
Cuts. Instead of every couple of days, once a week getting your hair cut.
Once a week. Every Sunday you got to get a cut.
Or never again.
Yeah.
Or never again.
No, then that would change. But like every other day, because I'm not cutting my own hair, bro.
Okay, fine. We'll change it to once a week. Once a week.
Because like every other day is aggressive, bro. Like that's like at least $30-$40 every other day on my hair. And
you're thinking of the cost. See, I didn't even think about the cost. I just thought about
I'm thinking about cost,
aesthetics of it. Well, if we're doing once a week, I'm probably doing the once a week.
Same.
Even with the costs incurred, I'll take the once a week. Because again, it's like I'm not that concerned about like the near future, like the next 10, 15 years, it would be fine. It's when I'm like 90 and like I haven't cut my hair in 60 years. Then
onto your ankles.
Then it's like weird. Yeah. Like you're that 90-year-old with like really thin and like long hair. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'll cut my hair once a week. With the cost, doesn't matter.
Look, as someone who didn't cut their hair for 2 years during the pandemic, I can definitely tell you the answer is not to never cut your hair.
And that's 2 years.
Not the answer.
That's 2 years. See?
Yeah. No, there was
been there.
The greasiest, hottest, most homeless looking I've ever been.
The grease you don't have to cut your hair to get rid of the grease. Just so we're clear.
So much hair. There's just so much hair to deal with.
Yeah.
You're like perming yourself every day, right?
Yeah.
And I got my hair cut, and my wife looked at me and she's like, "Oh wow, I forgot how handsome you were." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Oh man, that's love.
That's my hair after my face. So look, the answer is absolutely just cut your hair every couple days.
Damn. That's I think it would be this resounding kind of
need a robot like in freaking someone to like carry your hair around when you go places. True. You can't go on a treadmill, you can't get on a bus. Like it's just get your hair cut every couple days, man.
Yeah,
the answer is very simple. Very simple.
It's very simple. Joel, what are you taking? Break the mold. Oh man.
So if it's like the hair, are you talking about like facial hair too? It's gonna grow?
Just the top of your head. I don't want to get into
Okay, I was gonna say like if all the hair grows.
Body hair.
But I'm gonna say I'm gonna do the 2 like every 2 days a cut.
Yeah, even 2 days you're still down.
Yeah, I'm still down. I'm still down for that.
Damn, that's interesting. Well, I guess we all enjoy our hair, so it makes sense to me. I get it. All right, let's move on to the reason that this guy with speaking of nice hair, with the nice hairs here this week. We're gonna get there. It goes. Oh yeah,
there you go.
We're gonna have to do video now. Just for this episode, we're gonna get into it with DP a little bit. With every guest, DP, the first time they're on the podcast, we run through a little game we like to call 21 Guestions. Just 21 quick hitting questions. First answer that comes to your mind, real quick hitting, just to get everyone to kind of get to know you. You ready?
All right. Yes.
All right. Question number 1. Do you know that you spelled savvy wrong?
Yes.
Okay. Question number 2. Crew socks or no shows?
Crew socks or no shows?
Yeah.
Crew socks.
Question number 3. Air or boost?
Air.
Question number 4. Pineapple on pizza?
Yeah.
Question number 5. Drop fronts or original boxes?
Original boxes.
As I see drop fronts beside your face. Question.
Look, you said pick one. Didn't say I had to.
Okay.
Can't diversify.
Yeah, you're right. Question number 6. Laces tied tight in a bow or hanging and loose?
Ooh, tied.
Question number 7. What's a color that belongs on every sneaker?
Red.
Question number 8. What is the capital city of California?
Los Angeles?
Sacramento.
Oh, I knew that. No, I didn't.
Crazy. No one knew that. It's not even people in California know that.
Don't know why you asked.
Question number 9. What is larger, the population of Canada or the population of California?
Oh, that's close, but I'm going to go California.
California. Canada is 38.25 million. California is 39.24 million. We're closing the gap.
Holy crap, bro.
39.24 million in California. Question number 10, Air Max 90 or Air Max 1?
90.
Question number 11, what is the population of California?
I wasn't listening to you talk.
39.24 million. Never going to forget now. Question number 12, window seat or aisle seat on a plane?
Oh, window.
Question number 13, what's the most comfortable sneaker you own?
Planet Racer.
That's we know that one. Question number 14, Dunks or Jordan 1s?
Easy, Jordan 1s.
Easy, he says. Interesting. Would that answer have been different if it was like 3 years ago?
No, Dunks are not. Yeah. No.
Interesting.
I'm not a dunk guy at all.
That's fine. I thought that might be a recency thing because of the oversaturation recently.
No, just, again, short answer, but Jordan 1s for sure.
Fair, very fair. Question number 15. What was your last personal sneaker purchase?
Yesterday?
What? Not when. What?
Oh, what? Today. I'm on my Jordan 12s in white.
Oh, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Question number 16. Best retail cop.
Ooh, Off-White Chicago Jordan 1s.
Ooh.
Oh, yep.
Shoot.
Damn.
Yeah.
Retail.
Agreed.
Correct. Yep. Haven?
Yeah. The one time they got Jordans.
Everybody won Haven except me.
They got all of Canada's stock in Toronto, Vancouver.
And I still couldn't win one. Not a single one. Anyways, not salty about it. Moving on. Question number 17. Hot dogs or hamburgers?
Hot dogs.
Question number 18
Smokies,
is a hot dog.
To be specific.
Smokies, yes, of course. Yeah.
Ooh.
Question number 18 is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Probably correct. Question number 19. What pair is sitting at the front door right now?
Vomero 5s.
Ooh.
Big year for Vomeros. Big
year.
Question number 20. What is your number one sneaker grail?
Probably my Air Yeezy 1s.
Ooh.
Question number 21. Would you rather receive your number one sneaker grail, maybe the one that you don't own, or 3 other pairs from your top 10 wanted list?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Since I already have one, I'm going to go for the 3 for 1.
Nice.
Yeah. If I know anything about you, it's quantity. Give me all the shoes, DP said.
I have many.
Yeah. Give me all the shoes. Cool. Yeah, you did pretty poorly during 21 Guestions, but it's all right. No one does well usually.
I love it.
All right, let's get into this really like nitty gritty now. Let's begin at like the beginning, I guess. What kind of got you into sneakers to begin with? Where did that come from?
Poor immigrant parents who couldn't buy me sneakers and basketball.
Yeah.
Sports Check did not have heat. They get some interesting Jordans now, but Sport Check did not have heat when I was a little lad. So we shopped on me and my brother buy one get one half off or free. We were just buying whatever we could get through a school year, and played high school basketball at Terry Fox and just got into shoes as I grew older, and that was kind of the start of it.
I like that. I feel like that's a tale as old as time for a lot of people.
The common sneaker origin.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Very much so. When did you decide you wanted to make sneakers a job?
I guess it was 2012 January when I quit my government job to do Kicks Deals full time, because we were actually like making money, and I'm like, why wouldn't I sit at home and do this and have fun versus work a government job that was going to slowly suck the life out of me, even though I was 22. I'd already been there for 5 years, and I was like, oh Lord, I can't do this till retirement. There's no way. There's no pension that could keep me here that long.
What was the government job?
I did graphic web design and social media at a local government.
Yeah, social media in 2012 is like.
I won multiple awards. What?
Nice.
That's a fun fact.
Terry Fox's hometown. So Yeah, they were like, hey,
he's from Vancouver or like BC.
Are you joking?
I didn't know he's from BC. I had no idea. Is he actually?
Yeah, he's from Port Coquitlam. Yeah, that's where
I had no idea.
Yeah. So I went to his high school, worked at the local government, and they were like, why do young people not pay attention to government updates? I'm like, well, where are they? They're like in the newspaper. I'm like, what's a newspaper?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, why don't you try Facebook? They're like, well, that's scary. I'm like, just do it. And then they won an award.
Wow.
Innovation.
Sure. Oh my gosh.
This was 2009 or 10, right?
No one on
Facebook. But it made sense. You want to talk to 18-year-olds and 22-year-olds, go to where they are on the internet.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, at the time, it was incredibly innovative to do anything on the internet, let alone like on social media. So that's very valid. For some reason, I thought Terry Fox was from the Maritimes. I know that's just where he started his run. Maybe that's why I think that. But yeah,
maybe he was born somewhere else, but he definitely grew up in BC. Yeah,
I'm not questioning the facts. Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah. Like if you say he's from there, I just for some reason in my mind when you said he's from BC, it like threw me a little bit. Okay, so the whole Kicks Deals thing, that was I want to say 2012 to 2016, I guess, like a 6-year, like a really solid run. Kicks Deals Canada. Yep. Even that at the time, if you want to get into that was like an innovative thing at the time too. That was like a first mover situation in terms of like how you use Twitter, right?
I mean, that was early internet blog era. We were the first. We were hands down the first website and social account doing like sneaker links. Right now, everyone does it, but we were the first ones that, like in our prime, Kicks Deals was doing 10 million page views on like a website. Now no one goes to websites anymore. We were in the Complex network. It was really popping. Got to know a lot of great people, build a lot of great relationships, brands, retailers, et cetera. And what sparked SoleSavy was our revenue went down, I think 30-ish% in 2017. And I was like, what the just happened? Sneakers is popping, like stuff's starting to sell out again. And I looked at the data, sell through, impressions, click through rate, link, all that stuff, and it was the same, if not going up from the year prior. And what I found out was it was bots. Bots were taking all the inventory. So if people who are clicking our links to again, Kicks Deals is an affiliate commission-based website marketing, so you get paid for sales. If humans clicking our links are not buying shoes, we don't get credit for the sales, and if bots are scooping it all on the back end. And that was just a massive problem. And that took me down a wormhole that was very frustrating, that led to the aha moment of like, we got to fix this. And that's where SoleSavy was born, from that idea of helping people get shoes for retail because bots suck.
Yep. That's a valid statement. The one thing I remember about Kicks Deals Canada, I feel like you probably hear this every week, is the Royal Jordan 1 release where on Twitter I mean, the actual quote is legendary stock. The stock is legendary.
You know what?
Royal Jordan 1.
I'm going to give the story. I'm going to give the full story right now.
This is your time to clear the air, please.
Because I never have wanted to just like, it's been long enough now that I don't mind throwing people under the bus. and Nike Canada is like shifting a lot of things. So Nike Canada ships out of Europe. Nike Canada online is operated by the HQ in Amsterdam. So the team responsible for that, they're all in either London or in Amsterdam. We actually only started Kicks Deals Canada because Nike said we need help selling product in Canada, and I was one of the only Canadian founders, right? So I was like, great, I'll do it. No problem. It'll be fun. So for a year, I saw all the inventory. I knew everything that was happening, everything, and I saw the success. So when we would get 800 pairs of something, and I'd see everyone winning because they were staying up late, and I think the releases were
3 a.m.
Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern, right?
Yeah, that was 3 a.m. drops.
I saw what hundreds of pairs meant for success for the region. So when I got the email about the Royals and the inventory, and it said 4,000 pairs,
that's a lot.
I dropped the legendary because I was watching way too much How I Met Your Mother at the time. And
that's where it came from.
Oh, it's for sure. I mean, definitely.
So when you said it in your mind, you said it in like 4 syllables. So you
like
you paused.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had the full legendary going. So when she, when I got that email from her, I was like, oh my God, this is fucking amazing. Like, this is so much inventory. This is gonna be everyone stay up. It's gonna be glorious. We're gonna be eating Royals for breakfast. And then the website crashed. And the first thing I said was like, we have to do something about this. We have to fix it. She's like, yeah, no, absolutely. We're going to relaunch it next day, yada, 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 etc. We're planning everything. I was even like, how many pairs can I buy? I'll take them all to my house. I'll ship them. Like, we were having conversations. And then later, so it was 24 hours, like later that night, I guess their morning, she emails me and goes, she's like, we are pulling all the inventory and we're going to give it to another country. Because they didn't want to risk doing it again and getting botted to shit. That was like the first release that went really, really poorly and they couldn't handle. And the Nike Canada systems are complete different website and infrastructure from the US, like completely different build, eShop world, like the whole back end has nothing to do with actual Nike. It's why it took us to get sneakers so long. We still don't have an app because it's archaic. And I think they dropped it in Singapore or something like that. And it just freaking broke my heart because 4,000 pairs for our country.
That's a lot.
Honestly. It was like
2017 too. Yeah.
It was 2,000 too many. Like it could have been 2,000 and I might have did legendary with like 1 exclamation mark. But 4,000 pairs. Like, so yeah, I definitely hyped it up too much because it failed miserably and I have not lived it down to this point that I actually don't say the word legendary anymore or type it because it haunts me. So yeah,
that's sad.
It's Nike didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to handle it. It was a first occurrence for them, and the solution was to sweep it under the rug and pretend like it didn't happen. And we got screwed.
Yeah.
Well, what else is new with the Canadian sneaker market?
I mean, I was gonna say there's nothing new with that. We're always getting screwed. We're still getting screwed. Like,
been there, done that.
Yeah, it's unfortunately a poorly set up system. They ship product into Canada for their retail stores, even though they're franchised. They have the infrastructure to warehouse and sell here in Canada properly through e-commerce. Yet they're treating one of the biggest. Canada is their number one country outside of Europe, US. They call it an emerging market. It's the number one emerging market country, and I think they've given up at this point, which really sucks. It really sucks.
Speaking of giving up, good segue. This just reminded me, as you said, like they kind of don't care anymore. And this is again, no shots at Nike. Not that anyone actually listens to this podcast, doesn't matter. But I went on the Nike app and website, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. Because like in the summer last year, I bought this 3-pack of crew socks. This is like a long story for nothing, but whatever. I went on the Nike app to buy a 3-pack of crew socks. It was like an off-white, like a tan color, a white with an orange swoosh, and then an orange with a white swoosh. Really cool color palette of a crew sock. When they had like a bunch of different colors, I was like, this is dope. Bought them. The tan one ripped recently, and I was like, oh shit, like I really like those socks. I'm gonna go buy another one. I went on. If you go on the Nike app right now and search for socks, they have one soccer sock. That's it. They don't even have socks on the Nike app for Canada right now.
Oh man.
You can't buy a regular no-show crew sock website app.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. They can't afford to ship it.
That makes sense.
If you buy one sock, it has to ship from Amsterdam to Toronto and then over.
Sounds like a them problem.
Yeah, wow. It's not. So the margins are getting killed. They're cutting the affiliate program. They lowered commission rates for they cut out a lot of affiliates. They just can't afford to. It just economically doesn't make sense, which again is why it's poorly set up in my opinion. Like there's just got to be a better way to do it. So they've taken away low cost items and are focusing on paring it down as much as possible.
That makes a ton of sense. But this podcast is not about Nike Canada as much as it could easily be. Let's move on a little bit.
Back to me. Let's talk
about DP. Yeah, that's his favorite thing to talk about, other than Royal Ones. So I mean, I've worked at the company now for almost 2 years. So I've talked about SoleSavy a ton on the podcast in those 2 years. But what's your kind of elevator pitch for the brand? I know it's one of the hardest things to do because we do everything, but what's your like elevator pitch?
Here's my new elevator pitch. I've been working on this. Okay.
Like in the mirror kind of situation, like practicing it.
I'm gonna read it from my Asana note because
you wrote it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna test. I'm gonna test it on you guys and the listeners today. Okay.
Perfect.
Normally, I have a spiel about like community and technology and end to end, yada yada. But I'm gonna try something new. Okay. SoleSavy is about making it simple for anyone to buy sneakers online. We take the guesswork out of sneakers and do the hard work for you. That's it. So how we do that, you'll find out when you get in there, but just know we're going to make your life easy and simple. Now, if you want the spiel, it is about community and people and bringing us all together and leveraging technology along that as well to really just make it easier to buy shoes on the internet. But really, it is about simplifying the whole process. Chasing sneakers is difficult and time consuming, and we package that all up in a beautiful, beautiful little way.
I like that. The elevator pitch is also not bad. Yeah, they can get a round of applause, everything. Wow. Yeah.
You got me, bro. That was good.
Yeah, man.
Standing O.
Alvin just renewed his membership on the spot.
Yeah.
I like the guesswork, hard work thing. I see what you did there with the work. Yeah.
But just think about like between raffles and stores announcing things and like just the work our two H's do, Hirsch and Hess, like we're on top of everything. And that's why I say to people, like, for $1 a day or less than that, if you pay for the year and get 5 months free, you can just sit back and relax. And obviously that's hard to do sometimes when you're taking L's or frustrated. But again, the idea of the time savings, we're all busy. We don't want to be curating how to get the Amamania Jordan 12s. I kind of just want to show up somewhere and like have that in front of me to make it simple.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the information age, right? And the age of like everyone's fucking lazy. So if someone can do a job for anybody, like I'll Uber Eats a coffee from Tim Hortons if I run out of K-cups, like whatever. Like if I'm spending $10 on that, then like I'm sure there's people.
New marketing campaign. That cup of coffee you spent way too much money for. SoleSavy's better.
It's true.
Hey,
just like those like donation things, like for less than the cost of a cup of coffee a day, you too can be a SoleSavy member. There it is. That's the one. So speaking of community, where's the value in community from like a customer or consumer / customer standpoint? Because like you mentioned Facebook in 2009 and then Twitter in 2012, which are two really good examples ahead of their time, first movers. Like community still is relatively new in terms of like being able to unlock what it actually can do. Where in your mind, again, maybe elevator pitch, maybe just like your thoughts, like where's the value in that from a consumer standpoint?
I have a very deep answer for this, so I'm going to try to keep it as tight as possible before my wife yells at me to come upstairs and help her with the baby. But there's a couple things to it. One, I think it's just connecting people who have similar interests, and allows them to talk about that and engage about it in a safe and healthy way is just very good for the soul. Just the simple premise of like making friendships over a common interest. That idea of like, going to a work conference and you see the guy in the Jordan 1s and you're like, okay, that might be my guy. I'm going to go talk to that guy because I don't know anyone else here. Like, how do we do that on the internet? How do we, again, bring people together? Because that's just personally valuable, making other people feel like they matter. And on the internet, that's really hard to do because social media is just more interested in making us feel like we have nothing versus actually bringing us together. So there's that part. There's other part of like just the sneaker community as a whole, strength in numbers. There's a lot of power in that, whether that's assisting each other, helping each other, information, resources, et cetera, et cetera. It's just good to bring similar people together because again, together they can do more together. I sound like Damian Willard.
Yeah, a lot of togethers and tomorrows. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a really good rapper. And then ultimately, I believe, for SoleSavy specifically, or really any business to make a change in an industry that's really struggling to find its way and losing its way due to resell and bots and consignment stores and marketplaces, we need to have an audience big enough that makes impact. So when we enter a room or have a conversation with a brand or a retailer, like they are listening and we are kind of the voice of the people. And I feel that there's no one representing that right now because everyone's too interested in a quick fee or a quick buck. And obviously we charge our subscription, but our incentives are aligned with yours, which are, essentially like, how do I make sneakers as fun as possible? And we do that in different ways. Probably by the time this airs, people will know we're flying people out potentially. It'll air. Okay, I'm not breaking.
It'll be up. Yeah,
we're flying. We're flying out 4 members to Philadelphia for a crash course in how to make your own sneaker in 2 days. Airfare, hotel. They're gonna make their own Air Max sneaker. It'll be a fun experience. We might turn that into a course that we offer, but like we're just trying to do more for the people. And again, everyone's generally chosen to open a consignment store or be a reseller. So we're trying to do something different.
Yeah, everybody has a consignment store.
People are the most important part of sneaker culture. Without us, there's nothing left.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy that was your short-winded answer, but
that was 3 minutes. It was pretty good.
No, that was good. So, I mean, you kind of touched on this. What about from a brand standpoint? Like, how does Nike benefit from community? I know you touched on it a bit.
I mean, look, where are you going to find, as a brand or company, going to find thousands of people who love shoes so much that they're a part of this? And also, like, any member, just give them a reason to spend their money and they'll spend it, right? Yeah. Like, how much there's focus groups and advertising you can do to find these people. Like, we have them. And then from a Nike perspective, I don't think brands are doing a good job of building community, which is ultimately brand loyalty. They're not doing a good job of it. I think people are feeling demoralized and pissed off and stressed. And I hate that people come to us like, hey, I was about to quit sneakers, and then I found out about SoleSavy, and I'm not anymore, which is great. Obviously, we're doing our job, but also like just sad that's the state of the industry. So yeah, I think there's a lot to learn. And if Nike gave me an opportunity to revamp their membership program, I would tear it up, burn it down, and start over again and do it my way. But they're going to pay for that idea. We ain't putting that on the podcast.
and open sneakers app in Canada as well while they're at it. Just like sneak that in there for us.
Yeah.
We'll try and get some quick hitting questions in before you have to jump off here. But what's the coolest thing you think you've accomplished or we've accomplished? We're going to phrase it while at SoleSavy. I mean, we've done a ton.
Man, there's been a lot of cool things. Being the presenting sponsor of Dornbecker has been amazing. But like, there's an early memory I can't like shake as a really special one for me. It was the unbanned Jordan 1 documentary. We were a partner in the rollout of that. So I remember in LA on the roof of Jumpman. This was like a year into the business, probably just about a year, less than a year actually. To be on the rooftop of the Jordan store with our logo on the floor and on the banners and the printouts, and they picked us because, well, they didn't have a choice because you can't go with StockX and GOAT. There's not a lot of options, but they came to us because they valued our values as a business and wanted us to be a part of that. And I was super excited. And it was really early proof for me that what we're doing matters. And we've continued to do a lot of great things. And sometimes it's as small as, taking care of one person and making their day. And sometimes it's as big as Dornbecker or charity auctions we've done with players and just, I don't know, everything, man. It's really been amazing. No matter what happens from here on out, I'm gonna look at these first 5 years and go, wow, we killed it. And I love this business, but we have at least a couple more decades to go. So
decades.
Start.
More decades. Okay, two more questions. One of them probably quicker than the other one. A little bit of foreshadowing, a couple more decades. A lot of things are coming up in 2023 for the brand. What are you most excited for? Again, probably hard to pick, but there's a lot of stuff.
Oh, for SoleSavy?
Yeah.
What am I excited about? I mean, look, I think it's the great reset in sneakers right now. I'm excited to be a part of that. And the industry is now focused on the consumers, the storytelling. It's going back to its kind of origins and roots that are healthy for everyone. And I think a lot of people said, "Oh, well, hype's dying. You guys, no one needs to be a part of SoleSavy. What's the point?" This is what we live for. We live for the love of shoes, and it's actually getting easier and more fun for people, which allows us to be better at our jobs, which is like cool gray 6s for 30% off on release day.
On release day,
150 pairs. Like that doesn't happen two years ago. That shoe was reselling for 300 USD 2 years ago, which would be ridiculous. So I think just being a part of the the great sneaker reset right now feels good to me, and I'm excited to innovate through that.
It's a great answer. All right, final question here. So what do you see as like the end goal with SoleSavy? Like when you you just said a couple decades, whatever it is, you're sitting on your like rocking chair with your like really, really long hair. Yeah. And you're like, I did it. Like what is the like I did it for you?
I think it's some form of answer, and we've already done it, but impacting the lives of people positively through sneakers as much as possible. But I think to really achieve that on a large scale, it will mean the brand has to be global, which we're working towards. But ultimately, I think SoleSavy will be the most important sneaker company, period. And what we do will be defined by what people need and want, and we'll adapt to that as things go. But right now, we've built something designed for actual sneaker heads, consumers, lovers, people mildly interested. We're building something for the people, and I think we will be rewarded for that in due time, and we'll keep building and improving upon people's needs, not trying to tear it down. So
nice.
I mean, I'm ready to run through a wall. Who's with me? DP, I appreciate you for taking the time. I know it was during the workday, so you were being paid regardless. But again, it was a good time. We'll do it again in
Lawrence,
30 years.
You know, I had one request coming on this podcast.
Oh, please, by all means.
Fuck resellers. Lawrence promised me I could say it because I've been told in marketing meetings that cannot be our pitch. So I'm going to slide it in at the end of the podcast, so hopefully no one hears and I don't get in trouble from PR and HR. I am HR. It's fine. Just PR. I'm worried about.
Yeah, for some reason Anna doesn't want us putting that on social. I can't see why, but
an F with a little asterisk and a CK.
Yeah.
Fuck resell.
Yeah, could mean anything.
Yeah.
Again, thank you, DP. Wherever you guys are listening to this episode, please leave a comment, review, follow, and/or subscribe. Make sure to check out Canada.sold.ca to shop latest merch, peep the YouTube for our videos, and check out CGS Talk on Facebook to chop it up with us. Don't forget to use hashtag Canada.sold on Instagram for a feature. I think 160,000 uses on Instagram now, which is very, very cool. I have been Lawrence Hopkins. You can find me at LDoggyStyles on Instagram. Woof.
I'm Joel Hernandez. You can find me at Joe Dooney, JO_D3OsNEY.
My name is Alvin Quincy, and you can find me at MisterQ and then Mart.
DP, where can they find you? Or if you don't want to be found, where can they find SoleSavy?
I'm not interesting. At SoleSavy. That is 1V, obviously spelt wrong. SoleSavy. Everywhere that you look.
Everywhere that you look. Thank you for listening to us talk about sneakers for 222 episodes, and please remember to rock your kicks. This has been True to Size. We have been CGS and DP from SoleSavy, and we are out. Peace. Lovely, bruv.
Oh, was I supposed to say something? Sorry.
No. You're good.
Proper, innit?
Yeah, you didn't have a final.
My wife's going to kill me. I'm 7 minutes late. She's got to leave in a half hour, so I got to jump upstairs, guys.
No,
it was a pleasure.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you, bro.
There you go.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, bro.